Welcome to our live webcast. This is Team Robotic Alliance broadcasting live from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. Here we are inside the visitor center. This is our lunar landscape. As you can see, we constructed it out of spray foam to simulate the surface of the moon. We also painted it with spray paint, and you can see the lunar ridge rises in the center of our map. This is our robot. We built it with these wheels so that it can easily pivot, and these wheels so that it turns. We originally had treads. Didn't work. These are the attachments. This first attachment gets the water, ice, and helium-3. This second attachment delivers these two astronauts to the space station. This third attachment, it delivers the lunar lander to the space station. And this last attachment raises the flag and shoots the golf ball. Our first mission is to push the flag up that has fallen on the moon. Our second mission is to put this golf ball into a crater. Our third mission is to retrieve the water ice and helium-3. Our fourth mission is to put the lunar lander and put it in the space station. Our fifth mission is to put the two astronauts to the space station. And our final mission is to light the dark side of the moon by running over this. My name is Tyler. I'm 11 years old. I love to play video games and play sports and watch TV. And I made the program to put the golf ball into the crater. My name is Brendan. I'm 11 years old, and I play lacrosse. I made the mission to push the flag, or raise the flag, and pick up the helium-3 that's waiting for the transit. My name is Nathan. I'm 11 years old, and I like to play sports and video games. I made the mission to drop the astronauts in the space station. I'm Andrew Barker. I'm 11 years old. I made the program to put the lunar lander in the space station. Hi, I'm Will Young. I'm the programmer for the water ice. I love math, and I play video games, and I love to sing. Raise flag 20 points, go golfing 30 points, water ice 15, helium-3 50 points, lunar rover 20 points to hit it 30 beside the base, and 40 points for in. The astronauts 30 for if it's touching the wall, 60 if it's in the base. Light the moon is 20 points, and each touch penalty is 5 points. Our first mission will push the flag up. We'll raise the flag, and then it will come back and putt the golf ball into the putter. First it goes over the lunar ridge and it comes and picks up the water ice. Then it get the water, or get the lunar lander and put it into the space station. Now it comes over the lunar ridge, and the astronauts are coming to the base. They are both a total of 60 points. Now the lunar base on the light, so it can light the dark side of the moon.
Stuff of the robot.
Alright, so this is our robot. We used rotocasters for the back wheels, so it wouldn't be a swivel because we were having problems with swivel wheels. We also added this giant chunk of Legos as a weight.
Turn around. Let them see the front.
There's the front of the robot.
Now the other side.
Here's the other side. This piece of Lego is for a counterbalance, because when we were going over the ramp, the robot would tilt forward, so we use this as a counterbalance when we were going down the ramps. We built two wheels in the back, as these wheels can move forwards and backwards, so we chose them and they can go side to side. We chose this wheels because we were having trouble with the treads, because they weren't turning correctly every time. And this piece on the front is for if it does tip over, it won't go tip over all the way. And it's also for my mission, which is the flag. It's so that you can push the flag upright. This is we originally built this robot to have treads on it, but we modified it so it didn't because the treads weren't working for us. This is the bottom of the robot. So that's our robot.
Anybody have any questions?
I do. What materials did you use to make all this to work? This was spray foam and spray paint. We put sand paint on this, and then all the rest of it was Legos, and this is wood. And I like the golf best, or the putt the best, because it's for a competition, but it's also something that I kind of like to do a little bit.
Okay.
So,
Anybody else?
I think putt was fun too, because we got to design a golf club out of Legos, and we also got to use a crater as a golf hole.
So, what was the most challenging, you guys think?
The most challenging mission was probably either the lunar lander or the astronauts, because all of those missions on the other side
One at a time.
require you to go over the lunar ridge,
and come back, which is what we mainly had problems with.
And Andrew, did you have anything to add? That was your mission? It was a difficult one, was it?
I realized lander. We redid that like what 3 times?
We had to like make the lunar lander more. We had to make it smaller firstly because of the size of the base. We couldn't fit it in first, and then we had to make something on like we used that ring on the top so it would be easier for the robot to carry because you couldn't. It was hard for you to get anything to go under.
Okay.
How long did it take you to make all this?
2 or 3
Well, the board only took like 3 days.
Yeah.
The board didn't take that long.
It only took 3 days.
I mean, we did the whole like mission.
Yeah, all the programming and everything?
That took
Ever.
that took most. After we designed this, we had to take most of our time to do that because that was the hardest part.
Okay.
And this wasn't even the first sport.
You had...
They're just made out Legos.
Oh, okay.
But we found that the Legos were hard. Well, we changed it at first because we were using the treads, and we found that it was really hard to use the treads on Legos because they would get stuck in the Legos. And even when we changed to this board with the treads couldn't turn right because even if we like made it smooth, the treads didn't turn the same length all the time.
Okay.
They were, yeah.
And that's because we have little pellets of sand.
We like more we put sand on the surface of the moon because that's how the moon looks. So we needed to design a robot that could work on the actual. Like if this was the actual moon, the robot, we'd have to make it so that it would actually work. So.
Okay.
Martin wants to know if you like Moonbots or FLL, which one do you like better and why?
Oh, me? Moonbots, because we get to make our own board out of whatever we want, and it's awesome.
Well, I think I probably like Moonbots better because you can make your own board and you can decide what the missions are yourself, and you get to program them. And you can put them wherever you want. So, you can put the pieces wherever you want it on the board, and you could make it like harder on yourself, and it was fun to make this whole board.
Does anybody like the FLL better?
I don't know what's better because Moonbot is like you're competing against the world, you're competing from people from everywhere, and I kind of like it. And then in FLL you battle people from friends you know, or places where you want to, or things, or people that you want to meet. So you gotta make new friends at FLL. So I don't know which one is better. I like Moonbots better because you got to design your own board, and I thought that was really cool that you could do anything you really wanted to it.
I think another reason that Moonbots was cool because we were competing against a lot of different teams from a lot of different places. So it was harder than FLL would be because you just do from like your state. You get to like watch people who are from like even another country.
What?
We take a computer and we have something on the computer that we put blocks in, and we
Coming over to this side.
tell the robot what to do in the blocks, and we tell the robot what we think we need, what we think we need to like do with the robot, and we put a cable into the robot so we can download a program into the robot so it can do what we want it to do.
How did we get the sign that spins?
We used another one of these robots, but we just took this brick of the NXT and one of the motors, and we put the program onto the NXT, and we just put the arm, and we just programmed it to spin around in circles. So we did it until we told the robot to stop. So we could start or stop the robot whenever we wanted.
I have another one.
Okay.
How did you build the robot?
We took Lego bricks. We took Legos and we built a design that we wanted it to be like. So we could build any design that we wanted. But for this mat, it was harder because we had to build a design that worked for the mat. So we used all Lego pieces to make this. That's for these wheels, which we don't know what kind of wheel they are. It says Robocaster on them, but we're not sure what kind they are. Yeah, so does anybody else have any questions about the robot or the mats that we wrote? Anybody?
Is there anything that you would have done differently?
Well, we probably might not have put this sand on it because the sand was like, it's hard for these wheels, even these wheels, to turn in the sand, and the sand stuck to the mat. We probably wouldn't have put the sand on there.
We should have made the base bigger because it was constantly. Oh.
We probably would have made the ramps bigger too.
If I were to do spin, I would definitely finish the board a lot faster. Because, yeah, and it wasn't enough at all.
And now if you would like, you can get a secret how to make a program over there by Will.
If you wanted, if you want, you can let somebody make a program and
That's what I'm doing.
download it on the robot, maybe.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, now these are like the selections that you have.
So when you weren't able to let go or one of your missions didn't work, what do you think was the problem? Is it the programming or is it the robot? Or something else that I don't know about?
It's the board. Usually
It's the programming that you have to fix?
It's like programming the robot, and the mat messes it up one time, but then it goes right the next. You can't tell what you need to fix, so it's hard to program it like that. But it probably goes.
So what I did,
And then this button to stop it. If you want to stop it, just hit that button. What does this do? That is when we have this mission, it's to light up the dark side of the moon. Like we have wires that go from here, so you can see that light right there.
It's not much.
It's not really bright because there's lights on, but if it was like dark, this represents the dark side of the moon, which we are trying to light with this by touching this. So we're essentially lighting the dark side of the moon so it's easier for travel, I guess.